Hi, Year 2. Well, it's now Wednesday of week 9 in term 3. And for today's maths, we're looking at page 24 in the booklet. Over here on the bottom left-hand corner, you can see the question. Now, the question has many parts to it. I'll read the question. My friend told me a number sequence. I remember she started counting at 7, and the sequence had the number 27 in it. What was she counting by, and do it a different way? What do you notice comparing the different patterns you've made? And the third part of the question, my friend told me another number sequence that had the numbers 50 and 56 both in it. What did my sequence look like? And do this in a different way. So let's have a look at this question more carefully so that we work on it. Our learning intention, therefore, today is that we're learning to identify, complete, and explain number patterns. Now, to do this, I have to do these 4 things that are my success criteria. First of all, I have to read my question carefully. It is really important to read your question carefully. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. You then need to solve your number patterns. You need to apply the different strategies. And then, of course, you have to be able to explain the different strategies. So let's have a look at how to go about it. So we've seen the whole question again from the beginning page. If you need to, you can look back to your booklet and see this page. So what did I do? Well, the first thing I did was I took the first half or the first third of that question and I used the highlighter and I picked out what was important. So my friend told me a number sequence. So I've written a number sequence. That's a pattern. I remember she started counting at 7. So start at 7. So I know where my pattern starts. And it's got to have the number 27 in it. Now, do this in different ways. I'm going to show you one of the strategies. The first strategy I'm going to show you is trial and error. So, what I did was I went again on the internet and I found myself a number chart from 1 to 120. And I know that it started at 7, so I coloured in and with a highlighter the number 7. And then I coloured in with a different highlighter the number 27. So I'm going to see what I can do. My first one is trial and error. Now, I can see that it is 3 jumps to 10. So if I grab my pen, I can see that from 7, 1, 2, 3. So 10. Now let's count more. So 10 plus 1, 11, 12, 13. That's 3 jumps. 13 plus 3, 1, 2, 3 is 16. Another 3 jumps, 1, 2, 3, that's 19. 1 jump, 2 jumps to 21, 3 jumps to 22, that's 3 jumps. Another 3 jumps, 1, 2, 3, 25, I'm getting closer. Another 3 jumps, 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jumps. Oh no, 3 jumps doesn't take me to 27, it takes me to 28. So this is called trial and error, where we try something and we see if it works. And that's a pretty good strategy sometimes. I thought about it at the beginning and I said, oh, okay. I looked at 7 and I looked at my friends of 10 and I went, okay, so I jumped 3. But that wasn't very successful. So when I highlighted all of those, I'll take the jumps away. I can see that I missed it. I can see that it doesn't work. Now that doesn't mean that you can't always try it. That's a really good way to start, right? Have a go at something. Have an idea and try it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You can go back and try it again. So, what about if I use the same strategy, but instead of 3, what about if I jump 2? Maybe that's going to work a bit better. So, back to my number 7, and I do 2 jumps. 1, 2 jumps is 9. Another 2 jumps, 1 and 2 brings me to 11. 2 jumps, 1, 2, 13. 1, 2, 15. I can just keep counting. I don't have to keep jumping. 2 jumps, 17. 2 more jumps, 19. 2 more jumps, 21. 2 more jumps, 23. Another 2, 25. Look at that. That actually worked. Yay! Fantastic. So my trial and error, I tried 3, it didn't work, so I thought I'd try 2, and it did work. And then I can continue. Okay, 2 more jumps, so my next number will be 29. And then it'll be 31. Hey, so there's my number pattern already. I can see that. And there you go. So my number pattern, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, and on it goes. And I can go right to the end of the page. So there's my number pattern. So my trial and error sometimes did work. Well, if 2 worked, what about 5? 5 might work. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Let's try. Start at 7. 1, 2, 3. Jump here to 4, 5, 12. Another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, or maybe another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 to 21. 5. Another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. It got there. Let's go another 5. I don't need to count because I can see what happened here. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 32. 5 more, 37. I can just keep adding with 5s. 37 plus 5, 42. And on it goes. Hey, that's pretty good. So trial and error sometimes works. And there's your pattern. 7, 12, 17, 22, 27, 32, 37. Hey, I know what's going to happen. 42, 47, 52, 57, 62, 67. Hey, that's an easy pattern. I can finish all the way to the bottom. Fantastic. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to stop the video here. So if you haven't finished the rest of the sheet, you can do that on your own now. When you have finished, then you can turn on the video and check your answers here. So I'll give you a moment to stop the video. Hi, welcome back. Let's keep going. What about if we do this in another way? Because remember, our question said to do it in a different way, and you can see that highlighted here. So the first one we did was trial and error. We tried something to see if it worked. If it didn't work, we tried something else. But what about if I use my known facts strategy? So here's my chart again. I know that I started at 7 and I know that I've got to include the number 17. Now, what do I know? Well, over here, I know my thinking is that the numbers underneath one another are 10 more. If I look at 3 and then I go to 13, I know 13 is 10 more. And I know 23 is 10 more. And I know 33 is 10 more. And 43 and 53 and 63, I know I go by 10. So if I start at 7, I know that 10 more is 17. And then 10 more than that is 27. Okay, so that's 20 more. So what's 20 more? Well, 10 more is 37. And 10 more than that, which is 20 more, that's 47. Oh, and then I can do 10 more, one big jump, and jump 20, and I can go to 67, and jump 20 from there, 87, and 10 more, 20 more from there is 107. Hey, that's easy. There's my pattern. That's really different to the first one, and it's a different strategy again. The first one was trial and error, and this is using my known facts. What do I know? I know that as the numbers go down, they just get 10 bigger. So that's using my knowledge of numbers to help me solve my number pattern strategy. So you're going to stop the video here and you're going to have a go at doing something else. I'll give you a few moments. Hi, welcome back. Let's go to the last part of this question. It says, my friend told me another number sequence that had the numbers 50 and 56 both in it. What did my sequence look like, and do this in a different way? Well, because it's 50 and I'm using a hundreds chart, I know that the pattern could go backwards from 50 and it could go forwards from 50 as well. It can do both. It doesn't just have to go forward. When I started at 7, it was a bit hard to go backwards from there because that was a one-digit number. But 50 is a two-digit number and it's in the middle. So I might be able to go backwards or forwards. So I highlighted my 50 and my 56, and you can see that. And I know that they are 6 apart because 50 plus 6 is 56. So I can count higher each time by 6. But I can also count backwards by 6. So, again, let's do this in a clever way. We don't have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. We know that 50 plus 4, 56 plus 4 is 60. And then we know that 2 more, so we've got to go 2 more, is 62. We can then do it again. 62 plus 6, we can do that straight away because we know that 2 plus 6 is 8, so 62 plus 6 is 68. And we can keep going up from there. We can also go backwards. 50, take away 6, we know is 44. We can count backwards from there. We know that 44 to 40 is 4. That's 2 more, takes us to 38. And I can keep going from there. So, when you look at that, we have completed that last part. Trying it, you can try it in different ways as well. We've spoken a lot about noticing the different patterns. You can either be writing this down or you can just be thinking about it. So, you have now finished. I hope you have a good day.